everyone, Ed DeCosta here, and welcome to my video blog. Today's subject is turning the other cheek, the seemingly lost art of forgiveness. Have you ever misspoken? Have you ever forgotten someone's name? Have you ever changed lanes on the highway and didn't realize there was someone in your blind spot and you cut them off? Of course you have. Now think about the moments where you've made those mistakes, where you've offended someone, where you've committed some grievance, some slight against someone. What is your normal reaction? It's apology, my bad, I'm sorry. But how long does that linger? You usually forgive yourself, don't you? But yet if we reverse the roles and someone offends you, how quickly do you let it go? How quickly do you forgive and forget? Now, I normally don't make the blog and video preachy. That's certainly not my intent, but I've seen it, particularly here recently in our political discourse and even in some business conversations where we seem to be going towards the poles, towards the exaggeration, towards the hyperbole, the exaggerated statements, and balancing extreme points of view and simply concentrating on the other person and how they've made mistakes and how they're wrong and how you need to retaliate or to get even. And when you're not invested emotionally in these debates, differences of opinion, arguments, and what have you, it's quite easy to see the destructive nature of these situations, really to all parties. So I'm not suggesting that you turn off your emotion, that you go through life as a robot and you have no feelings. That is not the solution. It's simply to recognize the greater person that's within you or bring out that greater person. Because, contrary to some people's belief, forgiving someone, turning the other cheek, is not a sign of submission. It's not a sign of weakness. No, you're showing strength. And it's not about being the better person, because if you say you're the better person, you're simply going to perpetuate an argument about who's the better person. So again, you want to think about it being better, don't think of it as being better than the other person, just think of it as being better than the small you. The big you and the small you. The big you is forgiving. The big you is understanding. The big you is considerate. The small you is petty, spiteful, retaliatory, etc. So which one of you do you want to show up? Again, as I've said, in today's political discourse, the use of hyperbole, always, never, exaggerated statements have replaced compromise, seemingly, replaced nuance, subtlety, understanding of the other perspective. It's so important. I mean, you can have your opinions, of course have your opinions. I have my opinions, but listen carefully to the opinions of others as well. Even if you don't adopt, especially if you don't adopt their point of view, it's simply a sign of respect to understand, to give them the audience to share their view. And I've done this time and time again and had people be very grateful. In fact, make the exact point that I'm making to you, which is, I understand, Ed, you don't agree with me, but I appreciate that you at least gave me a fair hearing. Now, in a calm, unemotional way, it's perfectly fine to have a difference of opinion and to discuss calmly again what the facts are, or your pet facts and your understanding of what is truth, and understand theirs, and to agree to disagree. You can disagree without being disagreeable. Bottom line is more listening, more understanding, way less talking. And as it pertains to leaders, remember, employees make mistakes. People make mistakes. Good people make mistakes. Great people make mistakes. That's how they learn. That's how you've learned. Think about when you've made a mistake. Haven't these been some of the most lasting life lessons that you've ever had? You want your people working hard, working fast, taking educated risks to the point where they are right on the edge of their capability. And occasionally when they're on the edge, they're going to step over the edge. They're going to make mistakes. But great leaders value people that are making mistakes and give them the opportunity to learn from them and to get better because of them. So, when in doubt, turn the other cheek. Again, my name is Ed DeCosta. I hope you found this helpful. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.